The Board of Public Works and Safety to order at this time. We'll start with a roll call.
President Jeff Phillips.
Here.
Secretary Shelby Keys. Here. Board members Ernest Watson Jr.
Here.
And Jeff Rayburn.
Here.
City Attorney Todd Sammons.
Here.
Police Chief Matt Anderson. Police Sergeant John Davis.
Here.
Fire Chief Kitty Hahn.
Here.
Street Water Sewer Sanitation Superintendent Bryce Black.
Here.
And Assistant Superintendent Josh Eldridge.
Here. All right. Board members, you reported the minutes of the last Board of Works meeting. Would you like to act on those?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Minutes are, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, moving on. We'll start with our agenda. Sergeant Davis, Jasper County Fireworks.
Thank you, Mayor. Fireworks for the fairgrounds is going to be July 26th, Saturday.
During the fair week, isn't it?
Yes.
I think so. There's an application that was in your packet. Board members, how would you like to act on that?
I'll make the motion to have fireworks. Second.
Been a motion and a second to approve the fireworks for the fair on July 26th. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next, Sergeant Davis, you're up again.
Thank you, Mayor. We had an officer leave. We're questioning to open a hiring process. Hopefully early May, if that's okay.
So that brings us back up to full strength if you get another officer in it.
Yes, we're currently at 10, 11 would be full staff.
I'll make the motion for them to go out and get another officer. Second.
Been a motion and a second to approve the hiring or the application process for hiring. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Next is the long-term control phase 2B and 3 invoices. Bryce, do you want this or is this Andrew?
I got these,
All
Mayor.
right.
Invoice number 62347 is for $109,635, and this covers the preliminary design for the wastewater and the interceptor work through January of 2025.
You want to take one of these at once or do you want to take all 4 of them at once? Shall we?
Just do them all.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Next.
Invoice 62348 is for the same project, Phase 2B and Phase 3, for field work, survey work, and also permit assistance for $2,034.62. Invoice number 62653 is for Phase 2B and 3, and this is both preliminary and final design through February of 2025 for $289,420. And invoice 62654 is for Phase 2B and 3 for the geotech evaluation, permit assistance, and erosion control planning through February of 2025 for $17,722.24.
Any questions from the board? Is there a motion to pay all 4?
I'll make a motion to pay all 4 CEI invoices. Second.
Been a motion and a second to pay all 4 invoices to Commonwealth Engineering. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next is utility water improvements. Bryce?
Thank you, Mayor. This is SRF DRF number 57. It is for the elevated water storage tank, RPR, an additional RPR for Dixon services, as well as a little bit of asset management planning, and it is for $3,105.
Okay. Just the same utility approval for the next invoice?
Yes, sir.
And we just take both of them at the same time then?
Great. SRF DRF number 58 is for the water utility improvements elevated storage tank, and it is a partial release of retainage. This will allow us to leave a little bit in there as we work through our punch list and our liquidated damages with the contractor on that project. And this claim is for $118,665.
Any questions, board members? Is there a motion to
Make
approve?
a motion to approve the two SRLs, 57 and 58.
Been a motion and a second to approve water utility improvement payments, 57 and 58 as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, Board.
All right, now the fun part. Long-term control plan phase 2B and 3 request to bid. Here he comes.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, Board, we've been hard at work, as you can tell, on the long-term control plan phase 2B and 3 project. Before the next meeting for this Board of Works would occur, we would like to request the opportunity to advertise for bidding in the near future. We continue to work on the final design. 2 of the phases have been submitted to Bryce. The 3rd will be submitted very shortly to Bryce. The intent is that once we have the approval of the city, Bryce and the mayor, we would like to go ahead and advertise for those 3 divisions. As you recall, we're under a very tight schedule with the IFA SRF to bid these projects. We need to have pre-closing done. There's a lot of steps between bidding or advertising and pre-closing that needs to be done by June 11th. So the request is to authorize advertisement for bids for those 3 projects, subject to the approval of Bryce and the mayor.
And we think we will go out for bids on the 27th of May or open them then?
I think it'll be
The second.
sometime late May.
Okay.
That date is also to be determined, but we may need to do
Another
maybe a
meeting.
special meeting for that to open those as well, Mayor.
Thank you for reminding me that. Board members?
Well, again, we don't have a choice to do. So I make the motion that you go out for bids or advertising the bids.
Been a motion and a second to allow Commonwealth to go out for advertising for bids, subject to approval from Bryce and myself. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. No one against?
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything you wanted to add, Andrew?
No, I will be back for the next one.
Thank you. Service line replacement request to bid. All right.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a similar case, guys, where the plans were delivered to Bryce today, in fact, for this project. So we're not at the point where we can say, let's go out for advertisement right now. We want to, the city to have an opportunity to review, say that everything is good before we make those advertisements. But as you recall with this one, this is a use of the remaining funds that we had on the project. So we came in under where we had hoped that we would be initially. So we had some extra funds. This project would utilize those extra funds to do more water service replacement. So we are again asking for the approval to go out to bid or to advertise for bids for that project, subject to Bryce and the mayor's approval.
About how many residences?
Well, that's what I was going to ask Andrew, if we need to throw an addendum in there or some sort of language that the city's going to provide 90% of the material, hopefully stretch that dollar farther, but if I remember correctly, it was 30 services is kind of where we
I
were.
believe we were, we would, and we will absolutely make sure that we identify that the materials are to be provided by the city as a part of the bid docs, whether that gets incorporated before the advertisement or after.
There weren't any businesses on there, were there?
No, just the courthouse, but that was the commissioners that'll be invoiced separately.
Correct. All right. All right.
And we got the money to do it, right?
The money is available.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to allow us to go up for bids. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, sir. Anything else before the Board of Public Works at this time? Sergeant Davis, do you have anything else?
No, sir.
Chief Hahn?
No, sir.
Bryce or Josh? I want to thank both Bryce and Josh and Ryan Ritter. Andrew, we took our larger utility customers out to the wastewater treatment facility last Thursday. After lunch, they got to go out and head out there, which I wasn't sure if we should put lunch first or last.
It's a good order, I think.
But Ryan actually stepped up and did a fantastic job explaining where we're at with our wastewater treatment facility. Bryce and Josh brought the blueprints on what we're going to do with this next part of the project. It was, I thought, very well received by most of our large customers, and they did a fantastic job of explaining why our sewer rate is what it is. So thanks to them. They did a great job on that. So I appreciate that. Good. If there's nothing else,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
there's been a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.